My name is Heather McBain, and I'm a student of Western Governors University, where I'm working to obtain my Bachelor of Arts for Elementary Education. The following presentation from my Introduction to Communication class is about the importance of reading to children. My target audience are the parents, guardians, teachers, and caregivers of children of all ages, as their participation in the development and education of the children in their care is vital to their future. According to a study done by the U.S. Department of Education and the National Institute of Literacy in 2012 and 2014, approximately 32 million adults in the U.S. are illiterate. This is about 14% of our adult population and is the result of approximately 20% of high school seniors who graduate on time with their class. This means that not only do we have children slipping through the cracks, but that 20% of the children graduating high school will have a hard time finding employment, will not likely continue their education, will struggle understanding their health care, and generally speaking will be unable to function properly as adults. Research suggests that reading to a child will provide them with a significant advantage both educationally and developmentally, because doing so helps them to develop and improve their reading and writing skills and increases their knowledge of the world. When you read to a child of any age, you enable their ability to understand words and their meanings at a deeper level, which will lead to earlier development of reading and writing skills, as well as improving their existing skills. Opening a book and reading to a child provides them with the ability to experience and think about things that are not part of their daily life, and increasing their knowledge of the world. In 2017, WCPO, a news channel in Cincinnati, Ohio, reported that students who are read to for 20 minutes per day will have heard 1.8 million words in one single year. If this is started in kindergarten, by the time they reach 6th grade, they will have completed approximately 851 hours of reading and will likely score 90% ahead of their peers on standardized tests. In today's busy world, reading to your child daily may not work into your schedule. The National Education Association published an article in 2017 which states that children between the ages of 3 to 5 who are read to 3 to 4 times a week are able to recognize the full alphabet, write their names, count to 20, and read basic words. When a child is read to, they learn far more than reading. They also learn grammar, word pronunciation, sentence structure, the topics discussed in the material, and more. Books written for children aged 0 to 6 contain 5,000 of the most commonly used words in the English language. Early discussion of how words are used will open the world for the child. The cultures and histories of the past and present can be found in books and shared with children by reading to them. When I was a young girl, my father read to me often. One of our favorites was Little House on the Prairie series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. It depicted growing up in a pioneer settlement. Through these books, I learned about an older time in U.S. history, the hardships that the people faced, a different culture than the one that I was experiencing, and so much more. These were not books that I would have selected on my own, but as a result of having them read to me, I developed a fascination with the era of the pioneers, as well as a love for antiques and a respect for those who came before us. My father's book selection and choice to read to me opened those and many other doors to a world that I would not have known otherwise. Although it is often seen as a way to help get your little one off to sleep, reading to your child at bedtime has many benefits. More often than not, the things that we think about just before falling asleep will continue in our thought process as we sleep through the night. Reading your child a story about a different culture, an interesting animal, a pretend place, or whatever it may be, will continue to stimulate their brain. This will not only open their minds to wondering more about the world around them, but also promote brain growth as they rest. Pediatric development researcher Dr. John Hutton conducted an MRI study in 2014 that he discussed with Neuroscience News and later presented to the Pediatric Academic Societies in 2015. His MRI study showed clear, positive developmental changes in children who were being read to frequently. During his interview with Neuroscience News, Dr. Hutton stated, Of particular importance are brain areas supporting mental imagery, helping the child see the story beyond the pictures, affirming the invaluable role of imagination. The ability to imagine and explore the world through books and reading allows children to experience things that they could not have otherwise. Research suggests that reading to a child will provide them with a significant advantage both educationally and developmentally, because doing so helps them develop and improve their reading and writing skills and increase their knowledge of the world. Reading to a child will help them to develop and improve their reading and writing skills, which will improve their test scores and ability to function better as an adult. By reading to a child, you are allowing them to experience many things that they would not be exposed to otherwise, and this opens the world to them. Read to your children. Volunteer to read to children at your local library. Read out loud and include them. By doing so, you will open the doors of knowledge. In the words of Mark Twain, "The man who does not read has no advantage over the man who cannot read."